Alright, hey guys, here we are. Going to set up here for Berserker Ball. Just kind of see how this one goes. Take a look at what we can get here for a wind. It's a very big tailwind, so the pretty much correct way to play this is going to be with some kind of power ball of some sort. You can go dead ball and just try to kind of get it up into this spot, which it looks like my opponent may try to do here. Similarly, you could try with a Kingmaker to do this. Might require a Pock 6, a Pock 7. However, with this wind, it's going to be very fair for all clubs, especially if you pull out a dead ball. As you can see that, let's see if you can get it to curl. You can get it up there for a relatively easy pitch. Now, one of the advantages that you can do with a little bit more club, I don't think 14 wind will do it. It's usually 16 or 17, which has done it in past tournaments. I don't know how much side spin to put on this. I'm going to try 4, maybe 4 and 5 or so. I'm also going to try to aim kind of towards the right-hand side of the rough here, because when I actually go to curl, it's going to curl beyond that since it's landing so much past the target point. Ugh. So I did catch a great ball out toward the rough, towards the right. So do keep that in mind. And it looks like I still didn't go enough. So here you can see it over to the left-hand side. We'll have to thread the trees a little bit, but you can see how, you're going to have to estimate how much that thing's going to curl back. It's going to be significant. So I think I great balled to the right there and also pointed the wind at the right of the fairway towards the, probably the rough line. So, and you can see that I still landed to the left of the fairway. So, but for a first attempt, I'm perfectly fine with that. And you can see, the 16 wind, it would have been nice to hit the fairway, obviously. So I could have seen some run out. However, we're not exactly dead in the water here. So let's take a look at this. See what we can get. See if I can't get this to drop from here. If I can dodge some trees. So there's perfect. I would imagine maybe 1.7, 1.8-ish. 10 rings. Hardest part is going to be actually get some run out here after it lands on the ground. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 rings. But I'm also moving down to a lower surface, which can make it kind of fly a little bit different. Would have liked perfect there. Let's just see how this comes out. Yep, definitely would have liked perfect. But you can see that I still didn't, maybe correct enough for that offset. It looks like the landing zone was pretty good. You could see that about 10 rings seemed to have played somewhere in the ballpark of that. The biggest problem with my shot was trying to predict that offset. As you could see, I put it in front of the hole, but I was trying to, make sure that the ball would still have some run out. So it would at least give me a chance to potentially make it. Trying to think if I should... Let's take another look at one. I'm probably forfeiting out no matter what. I do think, hole 2 is going to be this one's probably going to be very makeable with that wind. And being able to get it, kind of takes precedence over making one anyway, because you'll get that Alba stat. Let's take a look here. Oh, this is going to be fun. Oh, boy. I think we're going to go this way. It's going to be a little bit safer for distance control. And what I'll usually do, I usually play at least 30 to 40% extra. So 10 rings, 12 rings plus, you know, quite a bit more. So maybe 17 rings here. Perfect ball, 1 per ring. Looks pretty good. Actually, that's really good. For a snow globe, that's really good. So you could see that, you know, what I was trying to do was jack up the backspin because I knew that it was going to, well, 1 launch. So you could see I played about 17 rings there in that shot. It should only require about 12 to 13. So I played significantly more, close to about a 40% extra. Plus, I made sure that that ball guide was in the bunker because I knew that it would kind of stretch out after the wind affected it. So priority for me was to crank up the backspin to be able to get it in there tight. Here you can see my opponent doesn't quite pull back enough. Makes it a little bit tougher. But there you have it. There's hole 2 for you guys. Good luck with that one. And I'll see you guys on hole 3 coming up momentarily.